He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Broncos and the Falcons coming up next.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career. Get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. In motion comes Pittman. To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He gets this complete to Shakir. 14 on the pickup. It's good for a Falcon first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
This one batted in the air and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the play fake, it's Milton. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. That's to the right side and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities. The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer.
And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And as we take a look at league leaders in receiving touchdowns by the running backs, he's right up there among the best in the league. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find the rookie from... He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the... And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So at issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose.
After reviewing the
and
play,
are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to... Set to go now on 1st and 10. Go! Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Here we go, set.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 2. Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And the defense all over this one. They knock them down, and it'll go down as a loss of 2.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Working out of the gun is Milton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I return to Denver after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Milton going to look to throw it again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time...
Now problems. He loses the football near his own goal line. It's scooped up by the Falcons. And that's going to be scooped up in the end zone. A fumble recovery for touchdown. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, yeah. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
I love this play call, Mike. You see it so often. They say after sudden change, take a shot. Now, if you're the defensive side of the ball, you have to be prepared.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On the give, it's Mitchell. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Looking to throw, it's Milton. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Oh, and that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, set.
They send him right out of the slot. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Set. Say, hey. Mustang 19. Get up.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. On target to Laporta. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Butker's extra point is good. Broncos will take a 21-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, this is Strong. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. That's taken in by Shakir. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. So we come to halftime here and apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Handoff here, up the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
The trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. He'll look to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Slot receiver headed right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down.
That's down the field and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line. Pitts is the man in motion. On first down, here's Milton. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. To throw, it's Milton. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown Falcons. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 39 yards.
Here we go, set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll send it downfield for Laporta.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down.
Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
19 tight.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Pittman. So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. In motion comes Pittman. Milton to the air on 2nd down. Trying on left side and caught by Pittman. He is in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Atlanta. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Tie game late, and they want to play with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game late. And this is 3rd down. Quick throw, taken in. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, Broncos.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
That's a heck of a stop there defensively, Mike. 2nd and inches. You're thinking the 1st down is pretty much a formality. But not for this defense. They pack it in tight. They sell out on the run. And they're going to force this team to snap it again on 3rd down.
Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it.